Barker Crunchington for the Society. I have a letter here from a premium member of the Society. He is requesting advice on the subject of top band. It is a long letter and I shall spare you the details. Suffice to say, the author describes an exemplary career on the upper HF bands spanning several years. His operating record is sound. His technical competence is not in question. His enthusiasm, regrettably, remains intact. He writes to us now because his attention has turned to 160 metres and reports a number of complex moments. Encounters which he found inconclusive, confusing, and at times met with what he describes as limited encouragement. The committee felt this was not an isolated case. We have therefore chosen to respond, not merely to the letter itself, but by issuing this short film for your consideration, not as instruction, strictly speaking, but as clarification, because top band does not operate on written rules. It operates on understanding. And understanding, gentlemen, must be acquired, not expanded. It's not somewhere where one begins. It is somewhere where one arrives. And by the time the pull of 160 metres makes sense, you should already be tired of winning elsewhere. You will have conquered the easier bands. You will have accumulated confirmed entities in their hundreds. You will understand propagation, timing, and silence. Only then does top band begin to make itself known. This curiosity is understandable, but before you act upon it, a warning is required. Top band does not forgive enthusiasm. You should already be fluent on 40 metres. You should know the Germans and the French, and more importantly, your own great people here in the United Kingdom. You should understand when the band opens, when it closes, and when to stop talking. 80 metres should already feel familiar. Grey lines should not require explanation. Starting and holding a frequency should not feel like an achievement. On top band, things are a little different. It is rare to begin on your own frequency. It is common to believe you can. These are not the same thing. If you intend to establish yourself, the first rule is simple. You listen and listen again. Maybe listen some more, particularly after 2300 hours, when the band becomes occupied. Choose a frequency at least 5 kilocycles away from any existing transmission. Then do not ask if it is in use. On top band, one does not ask questions. One makes statements. 1.925, the frequency is in use. Do not soften it. Do not apologize. Asking whether the frequency is in use merely demonstrates uncertainty, and uncertainty is observed. Your CQ call must follow the same principle. It must convey confidence, but not energy. You are not summoning the world. You are allowing it to overhear you. Call CQ as if you are engaged in lighting a pipe or a cigar. Mildly distracted, slightly inconvenienced by the interruption. Then a long pause. Then try again. Do not emphasize your call sign. Treat it as an administrative necessity. CQ, this is James Rutherford, Henley-on-Thames, G2 something. They will hear your name, they will forgive the call sign. Eventually, someone will drift past. If he is a senior operator, he may ignore your call sign entirely. He might start with, I say James, fine signal, Malcolm here, Bristol. And that will be that. Your first entry is in the log on top band. At this point, remember the rules. Nothing scientific, nothing is admired. Equipment, if mentioned at all, is described without interest. A Collins or a Drake. Power is ample. The antenna is adequate. Balanced T network is assumed. He will join the dots. Topics of conversation may include the weather, domestic matters, minor ailments, and things that have already been discussed before. Persist with this approach long enough, and others may join you, or they may not. Calling into thin air for several weeks is not a failure. It is expectation management. Joining someone else's frequency appears easier. It is not. You may hear an unfamiliar station attempt to join a net and receive a brief report before being quietly abandoned. This may be accidental, it may not. There is therefore a preferred method. First, know the net, know the names, know the ribbon. When you eventually break in, do not use your call sign. Evening, chaps. This creates curiosity. When challenged, only offer your name and location. Perhaps your call sign briefly and without emphasis. Then provide a reason for your absence. Oh, I've been settling my late father's estate in Luxembourg. This is effective. Very soon they will remember you, or they believe they will do. Either outcome is acceptable. And so, without ceremony, you will find you are no longer attempting top band. You are simply there. And eventually, something becomes clear. Top band has always been calling you. You just never knew it. You believed you were collecting contacts, refining technique, and mastering bends. In truth, you were prepared for patience, for restraint, for knowing when not to speak. And when you finally arrive on 160 metres, it will feel strangely familiar, as though you have returned to a place you recognise but can't quite remember leaving. And that is how you know. And remember, maintain standards, embrace discipline, be restrained. Order, gentlemen, will follow. A very good day to you. Barker Crunchington, RSPG.